everybody, welcome back to one of my videos. Today I'm going to do another cash envelope stuffing video with the last kind of week and a half of paycheck money. I have taken out a couple $100s here plus some euros that I'm going to add to a vacation fund and stuff some envelopes with some of my savings goals. So the first envelope I have here is for my wedding. It's really coming up fast. It's in a month and a half now. And I have a cash envelope here just for some small incidentals. There's going to be a lot of larger costs that are paid for out of our bank account, but this is just some cash to have on hand. I'm going to add $200 to this envelope with 200 Canadian dollars. So two $100 bills, and I should have $230 in here. 100, 230. So I will have 430 in there. And like I mentioned in several other videos, I am going to have my dress altered, and I'm not sure how much that's going to cost, so hopefully that will pay for that. For the bachelor party, I'm going to add $100. There is $90 in this envelope. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and I'm going to add $100. I know what's going to happen for the bachelor party, but he doesn't. So I think it's driving him nuts that I know and he doesn't. For my bachelorette party, I'm just gonna add $50. I think he's gonna not be local and I'm gonna stay locally, so I won't spend as much money and probably not do anything quite as extravagant as he's going to. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm gonna add 50 to make $130. My next envelope is for hair appointments, and I have yet to erase this part of the envelope, but I'm going to add $50 to make it just $50. So 20, 40, 50. For camping in August, which will be next week hopefully, but we're actually kind of thinking we might be a little too busy, and we're in the middle of home renovations right now, which we thought we would be a lot further along, but like I'll kind of mention down here, there is a federal program where if you can get someone to do a pre-test on your house to see how energy efficient your house is, and you get renos done, and then you get a test afterwards showing that your house is a lot more energy efficient, you get a grant for $5,000. So we applied. You had to go through this application process, typical government, and 3 months later they finally got back to us, and lo and behold, it is a complete nightmare to find somebody who can actually do this like very specific home test. And thankfully we found somebody who can maybe do it next week, so we're really behind on what we want to be doing by now, but it was kind of worth it for $5,000. So we were like, we were almost gonna like scrap the whole idea and just say like, we're just not gonna deal with this so we can get our house renos done. But I'm glad we waited, because now we are able to qualify for that grant. So anyways, might not go camping, but we can put this money towards something else. So I have $40, and I'm just gonna add $20 to make $60. However, we are going to go mountain biking this weekend, so that can be used towards that. For the bike fund, bike miscellaneous, we just have an envelope here for different, like, basically bike maintenance, because both me and Sorrel are mountain biking these days. Not a whole lot, but enough that it's nice to have a bit of a fund going for various parts, because if you mountain bike, you know how expensive it is to replace things. I'm going to add $20 to the Christmas envelope, and I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I have $300. Now I have $320. We might exchange some of those $100 bills for this to put in this envelope. For Disneyland, we are going to put $20. So I have $40, and I'm adding 20 to make 60. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, we can go to Disneyland in November. And for sheets, I always laugh at myself for this, that I'm saving up for a set of sheets. I have $40, gonna add 20 to make 60 for a set of linen sheets that are supposed to be amazing. But unfortunately, like, my friend got a set of these sheets and she said they weren't that good, and they were like, I don't even want to tell you, they were over $1,000. I don't want those ones specifically, but you can pay a lot of money for linen sheets apparently. And like, they were nice, but they're not like $1,000 nice. I know, bananas, right? I didn't even know. I've always just bought like $50 sheets from like the department store. For the pet envelope fund, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and we're going to add $20 to make 110. And I think that will pay for her checkup in September, my dog. I would like for this envelope at some point in my life to be kind of $2,000 and just put it away. And then if we ever have an emergency like for her, then we can just kind of pull from that. But I feel like right now we have just like too many costs, unfortunately, like the house renos and just other little things that are coming up that I just like don't feel like we have that much extra money to put specifically to a pet emergency fund, unfortunately, one of these days. And then I also have €100 because hopefully we can go to Switzerland and visit some family there in the new year. So I just like love euros. I think they just feel good. They just are really neat looking money. I guess everybody probably feels like that about currency if it's not from their country. Like, I'm sure Americans, when they see Canadian money, think it's really cool. And I always think like American money is so neat because I've always seen it in movies growing up. Like in Canada, we obviously just like watch American shows and MTV and stuff like that. So it's always like kind of a bit of a thrill to see foreign currency. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5. Wait, where am I at now? 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Good, because I picked that up from the bank and I hardly even checked if it was €100. So I paid about $153 for those euros. And in my envelope of other euros here, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150. So now I have €250. My favorite travel hack to save up for a trip is to buy currency, because if you're like me and you're a natural spender, you can't spend euros when you're from Canada. Obviously, like, you could maybe get away with American dollars, maybe, but euros, I'm not sure I could buy anything here unless I exchanged it. But anyways, so this week I have a vacation coming up. It's sorely needed. I just need to rest. I am so tired. So I'm really looking forward to a week off. We're just waiting for the assessment for our house grant, like I mentioned before, for that federal housing grant. And then I want to spend kind of this next month before my wedding planning for my next 5 years, because I feel like if anybody's been married, it feels like it's kind of the beginning of the next part of your life. So I just want to look at kind of like where I want to go. And you know, I've been doing the same thing for a lot of years now, and especially with the pandemic, I want to like sit down and really look at some life goals and what's important and what should we try to achieve in the next couple of years. Because in the words of wise people, you can do anything you want, but you can't do everything you want, obviously, unless you're like a billionaire, which I am not, and that's okay. So it's kind of nice to be able to pick and choose what you like and be a little bit more conscious and purposeful with your life. So anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope to see you sooner. It's been a crazy month, but I'm looking at less of a crazy month coming up here, so hopefully see you soon.